Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is April 26, 2024. Here is another weekly edition. All right, we had very volatile and choppy week this week, and that was kind of like a natural. Market was overstretched, overbought, and last week we just got one of the worst Friday in the market for this year, I believe, 2024, and one of the weekly worst weekly drop in 2024. So that's why there is no surprise. We saw kind of like a volatile session, of course, on Monday, and we had Meta earning, and Meta earning was pretty good, soft guidance, but everything was perfect on the earnings side. And the market just didn't like the earning, and Meta just crashed actually less than, I should say, 16% or something, pretty close to 16% drop in one day. And it's kind of like interesting. Market just gave Meta hype last earning season. If you remember, just last earning, spike up 20%. And then this earning was not that bad at all. So it just dropped 16% down. Anyway, so we came up with a Microsoft and Google earning, which was fantastic. Microsoft and both Google, actually Google had a fantastic earning as well. So today we just got a very sharp spike on Google, and the market just going all the way up to I believe that for Nasdaq 17,000, and also for S&P 500 5,100. So where are we at? So this is very important video, guys. Make sure watch this video completely, because I'm going to cover lots of stuff, especially for the cycle analysis perspective. Make sure watch this video as well. So this is very important. I just emphasize that. Make sure watch this video carefully until the end. All right, so this is S&P 500 weekly chart. And as you see here, last week we just got a drop. It goes all the way down sub 5,000 area. And this week, a nice recapture to the upside. And it's just going higher with this a nice bullish harami candle. This is a very nice flip-flop to the upside. But is this the end of the correction or new rally? So that's what I want to talk about this in this video. So this year is going to be election year. And this is kind of like a courtesy for Robert Miner as well. He has done a fantastic job on a book like election cycles and S&P 500. So we are kind of like, this is coming along exactly what I just forecasted for this market as well. And what I just prepare myself, I should say, last 2-3 months, I was saying this drop is going to be a buying opportunity. And even last week, every single drop I bought it for myself and subscribers. So getting back to our question, is it the end of the corrective move, or this is going to be the beginning of the rally, or no, the correction is going to continue to the downside? I think market is not finished with the correction. So we can see choppy days and also sideways to the downside for the months of May, especially second week and third week of May. But after that, I should say exponential rallies coming after that. So this is exactly coming with my cycle analysis. And also Robert Miner just confirmed that in his book as well. So we are in an election season, and we should see some kind of like a good potential bullish momentum to the upside all the way to the months of September, which is going to be a very hot summer for us. So the roadmap is for myself. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do. I don't forecast the market. I don't predict the market, but this is the way that I'm just invest myself and keep myself and subscribers position in the market, that any single pullback to this area, which is going to be a potential scenario, still is going to be a May. This May is going to be a potential scenario. We got back test to this area, which is going to be 46 to 4,800. So this area would be great buying opportunity. There is no guarantee if we get there, but if we get there, we're going to buy market with two hands. And I already prepared myself for this drop. Still, actually, I spent lots of cash for this drop, especially Friday and Monday, we bought a lot, especially. And also yesterday we bought as well. So when market dropped early morning, we just bought lots of good names like Microsoft and the other names. But right now I'm still looking for a drop. So if drop happens, especially second half of May, that's going to be a fantastic buying opportunity for us for June, July, August, and potentially stretching to just first days of September. And September, October is going to be very, very, I should say, volatile and choppy for the market. So we're going to see lots of shakeout and opportunity, which is going to be another video for next 3 months. But right now, I should say, based on my weekly cycle, we should see some kind of like a drop again. So this correction is not finished. So there are a couple of cases we can see some kind of like a ending diagonal formation here, and then we get a breakout to the upside, or we can see some kind of like a sell-off into May. And I believe that a May sell-off is going to be end, and then we will see some kind of like a rally, and we are going to take out this high as like a getting into new all-time high. And the target for this year, at least for myself, is going to be 5,600 all the way up to 5,800, which is going to be the target for this year based on the new analysis that they have. So this is basically coming with my cycle. And also, as you see here, stochastic momentum is not there yet. So we need to just take this one stretching to oversold condition crossover. And also this leading indicator, which is going to be my IMI. If you remember, we were kind of like a saying, this is the top and we are expecting for correction. I know this is leading, still prices is stretching up, but this one is going down. So this one is kind of like a forming the bottom. As I said, this is leading indicator. This means it's going to be a heads up for next 2-3 weeks. So potentially bottom is not there yet. So we are expecting this one is coming down, and stochastic is giving us a good signal. And also if price confirm this one to SMA 43, which is coming along exactly with this demand area. So that's going to be a perfect scenario for market. So just bear with me for the next videos as well. So we are going to watch, especially next 30 days for the market closely, and we are going to keep an eye on this. If market gives us buying opportunity, we will take it. But there are some levels that we are interested to buy in. Moving on to daily chart. So this is our daily momentum. As you see here, our daily momentum actually is shifting to the upside. And remember, we were talking about this. This is kind of like a supply area breakout level, and market just getting into this and show a doji bar. Seems like market is kind of like a finished. And for next, I should say next week, we can see still kind of like a chop around here or bullish consolidation. But if it doesn't go through above this high, we can see some kind of like still a momentum getting back to the bear side. And we can see this low is taken out. If market goes below this low, which is going to be 4,900 and change, I believe like a 4,950, then we can go all the way down to 4,800 and potentially 4,700, which is coming along with our analysis. So this is the area that I'm just looking for, 4,662 to 4,800. This is a perfect scenario for ABC pattern corrective move to the downside for the next rally to the upside. Again, there is no guarantee this C wave is completing this A wave, and this is going to be a B wave. But if that happens, that's going to be a perfect bullish scenario for the market. So what I'm doing, I'm just accumulate lots of good stocks at good levels. If it goes down, I'm going to deploy more cash to the market. And I want to say I'm going to just inject the last drip of juice here to get into this buying signal. If it gets there, I'm going to buy with two hands. So that's going to be my strategy moving forward. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was kind of like at the same scenario. Let me just start with weekly chart first. This is a weekly chart. Still, we are not there momentum-wise. So if you see this, momentum is not in oversold condition. So this means we're still having 2 to 3 weeks to go. Also, price action wise, let me just zoom in here. So price action wise, we are pretty close to this demand area, but we didn't get there completely. So we need to see another 2 3 weeks down to 16,800 to 16,200. So if it gets there, that's going to be a great buying opportunity for me as well. So this is going to be A wave, this is going to be a B wave, and this is going to be C wave as well. So we will see how it goes with this. Moving on to daily chart. Let me just go to daily chart here. This is Nasdaq daily chart, and as you see here, we just got into supply area. So this is pretty nice price action here. We just got this breakout candle to the downside, base, and then drop into this demand area. So we just got a good reaction. I believe that Nasdaq is going to work out on this one, and even it can go through potentially, even if a good earnings coming next week for Amazon and Apple. So it can't go higher to 18,000 maximum, but that's what I want to say. So after next week, I should say market can go to chop and sideways to the downside, especially when for momentum wise, we're seeing this stochastic momentum is getting back to over about condition potentially in on Monday or Tuesday or even Wednesday. So we can see some kind of like a good confirmation from price pattern and a momentum. So that's going to be a good confirmation for us. Moving on to the US 30, which is a Dow Jones. And Dow is just forming the same thing as the other indexes. So we just got a kind of like a weak price action for a bullish momentum. So this is kind of like a forming a bear flag, if you ask me. So potentially we will see another kind of like a very weak candle next week on the weekly chart, and it just formulated the drop for the later part of May. So that's going to be interesting to see, because right now I know that in weekly chart we got a stochastic momentum to kind of like a pretty close to oversold condition, but still it is not there yet. And also in a daily chart we see that kind of like this momentum is kind of like a shifting to the downside and then coming back up. So still it is not strong enough. So still looking for 36,000, 36,200. That's going to be the area for Dow, if you ask me, for a great buying opportunity. Moving on to the next stop, which is going to be a gold. And gold had a nice uptick today, not a bad session. This is kind of like the same similar pattern for Dow. So this is kind of like a bear flag. Going to ABC down to this level, that's going to be a great area for buy. Moving on to silver. And silver is just, let me go down. Silver just does show negative candles. So this is pretty kind of like a typical classical bear flag. If it goes down here, that's going to be a great buying opportunity again. So just charts are talking to us, and charts are telling us precious metals are due for corrective move for the next rally. And also stock market can go along with precious metals, but precious metals can be leading on the downside. Moving on to crude. Crude is just, actually this bear flag is not strong enough, but this is kind of like the same pattern here. So crude needs to get back to the bullish momentum if it wants to. But today, kind of like earnings for Chevron and Exxon, which we are getting to the next part of the video, it was not that strong. So Chevron and Exxon, actually, they didn't do very well in the earnings, especially earnings side. They just didn't beat the expectation. It was okay, but didn't beat the expectation, just missing the expectation. So that's why market actually just put a pressure on the energy market. All right, so in this video, I just want to cover this. And next video, I'm gonna go with individual names of the stocks. Make sure watch that one as well, because I'm gonna cover a good comprehensive video on individual names for this week. Have a fantastic one. Make sure to watch the next video as well coming soon. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.